Okay, so last time I made a big series, we made this mic over here. This, uses a spice canister as the housing. Well, recently on the thread where all of these videos got posted over at modernbluesharmonica.com, a member there, Jawbone, posted, actually emailed me pictures of his mic and then some instructions on how he made it using a fence cap. Now, he was able to get a really kind of a nice fence cap that sort of is deep, almost shaped exactly like a bullet microphone shell. Well, I went down to the Home Depot after I saw those photos and read his instructions and said, well, maybe I can do something like that. Unfortunately, the Home Depot does not have those kind of deep, not quite so round and more pointy type fence post caps like he was able to find. They have these sort of smaller, roundy style fence caps. You go down to the aisle with all the fencing supplies and you'll find it in there. So he did a really cool thing where he basically took his nicely shaped one, added sort of a PVC coupler, had this nice metal ring around the outside. He used like a drain sieve or whatever as the grill inside there. So I didn't really find any of that stuff in the Home Depot, and even if I did, I think the mic would have been shallow. What I did find, however, down on the plumbing aisle is this black PVC end cap. So this thing has a weird diameter. It's like 1 7/8 or something like that. And this thing is a 1.5 inch. I think, 1.5 inch. No, sorry, 2 inch. This is a 2 inch end cap. And this is like a weird 1 7/8 inch, whatever it is, to fit over the top of a small, metal chain link fence post. So they don't actually fit together perfectly. I'm going to put maybe I can do it with one hand here. If I put this up like this, and I try and get this in there, you see they sort of don't quite come together perfectly. The problem is that the interior diameter is, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch shy or something like that. So my plan right now is to grind the inside down with a Dremel and a grinding tool, just enough so that this thing fits snugly inside there. I want them to sort of connect. And then basically you'll have a shell, there. You'll have a shell that kind of looks like that, slightly thinner because they'll actually couple together. And I think that will look really cool. So in the back here, I'm going to drill a hole for the 1/4 inch jack. On the other side, I got the volume control. I'm going to take the guts out of this mic, ditch this shell completely. And then I'm going to put the guts inside there. So inside this, there'll be the jack and the pot. And then the element, I'm going to nestle down inside there. And this thing, I'm going to drill holes all around it, so it'll make like a nice little grill shape. So this time I actually took the time to lay out some holes. Used a ruler and a compass to set a couple of concentric circles, and then you probably can't see because the quality of my video is not very good, but I put, I used the sharp point of my compass here to sort of poke holes in the areas I want. So I made 2 concentric circles, then I used this thing to sort of lay out a pattern so that they fit into it. And I'm basically going to use a small diameter drill bit. I'm not entirely sure yet how, maybe 1/8 inch or something like that, or less than that, 3/16, something like that. Diameter drill bit to sort of drill a bunch of holes in there. And there's some writing on there. Maybe you can see, oh, there you go. You can see the penciled circles that I drew on there, and maybe you can see the holes I kind of marked out. But you can see that there's raised writing on there, and tells what kind of plastic it's made out of and all that crap. I'm going to sand that down probably by hand, and then I think when it comes together it's going to look good. So I'm going to head out to the shed over there and do the drilling, not on camera because it'd be kind of redundant. And then I'll be back and I'll show you how to assemble it and what it looks like. Okay, here we are back from the garage, and as you can see, I've got everything drilled. You see the pattern of the holes, and you can see the back of the shell here with the 2 holes, one for the guitar jack and one for the volume potentiometer. So before I had to make an elaborate gasket. Turns out that this particular microphone element fits pretty much perfectly down in there, so I added a little bit of electrical tape around there to make a good seal. And if I just sort of stick it in there, kind of get it lined up, and press down, and that pop, you can see it's stuck in there really well. I can't even pull it out like that. So the rest of the assembly is pretty simple. Simply sticking the pot in one end, the jack in the other, and screwing it down. Let me see here. Alright, one down, and the other. Sorry, my memory card ran out of memory on me there. I have switched it out for a new card, and I'm continuing to do the final screw down of the components. Easy access this time since the mic sort of splits in half towards the back. I don't even think I need to whip out the pliers on this one. So you see the two halves. Well, maybe get the light in it there. There's the element half, and there is your jack and potentiometer assortment. I could have put some cloth behind this, but I really didn't feel like doing that. I mean, you wouldn't really see it through holes that small anyway. But a lot of people do that. One, to make it look good. The other thing is sort of softens P and S sounds, and also, you know, is there to separate your spit and moisture and breath moisture from the element. So you can do that if you want. I didn't do that here. These go together. These two halves go together pretty simply. Just sort of curling it up a little bit like that. Putting it face down. There's like a little tab there I want to get lined up so it doesn't look out of place. And then it's not a perfect fit, but fits together pretty good. So there you go, an assembled mic. You can put any kind of knob you want on there, and just hang on a second. I'm gonna grab a jack. Here's some cable. Oh, sorry, bumped them. This is what it looks like when it's attached to a cable. Alright, that's it. I hope you found that instructable. Catch you on the flip side.